All right, welcome back to South Coast Sports. I'm Matt Lenz along with Christian Fernandez. We have Wareham High School varsity girls basketball for you tonight as the Lady Vikings take on the Rising Tide Herons. And Christian, this is my first look in person at the girls this year, but with a record of 7-2, this is a dramatic turnaround compared to where they were last year.
It's a huge difference, and a lot of it has to do with the brand new head coach, Mike Fortune, and the new assistant coach. They have been doing an amazing job. They actually do the same work with them during practice that Steve Faniel does. Same setup, the same kind of playing, the same up and down the court, the same. You'll see the same plays just like the boys do, and that makes a huge difference. They're also perseverance. They don't stop like we've seen in previous years. They don't give up. It's a completely different team, and I'm so much happier for the girls. I mean, I think they've only lost twice.
That's right.
So, 7-2?
Yep.
That's amazing, and I think the last game they won, and the two games prior to that were their losses. But their losses weren't huge losses. It wasn't like they were shut out. They were losses, but This is a much different team, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job. And I would expect to see the same thing tonight. We've played Rising Tide in the past, and it's not a really good matchup. But Rising Tide has come a long way from where they have been in the past. So this should be a really good game for tonight. I do apologize to Rising Tide. I wasn't sure what the bird was. It didn't say what the logo was. And I put on Facebook that we're facing the cranes instead of the herons. But that's my bad. I apologize to everyone out there. But tonight should be a really good night.
Well, Rising Tide is still looking for their first win on the season. They are 0-9 overall, but don't let that record fool you. We've seen plenty of teams with records like that come in here and shock everybody and come out with a win. So the Vikings are going to have their work cut out for them. We're glad you're here with us, and we'll be back with the start in just a moment. And welcome to Wareham High School's J. Montague Gymnasium for tonight's varsity basketball game between the Rising Tide Herons and your Wareham Vikings. On behalf of the administration, staff, and students of Wareham High School, we welcome Rising Tide to this contest. This competition is conducted in accordance with the rules and regulations of the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. The game officials are responsible for administering the rules of the game. Their experience and integrity qualify them for this important responsibility. Athletes and fans are expected to demonstrate good sportsmanship to everyone here. Negative behavior will not be tolerated and will result in expulsion from this gymnasium. The officials for tonight's game are Mary Bradbury and Robert Fraga. The Herons' record is 0-3 in the league and 0-9 overall. The Vikings' record is 1-1 in the league and 7-2 overall. Rising Tide's head coach is Rob Lombardi. Starting for the Herons. At forward, sophomore, number 1, Madeline York. At guard, junior, number 25, Kelly Keys. At forward, junior, number 11, Edie Picard. At guard, senior, number 12, Captain Sienna Picard. At forward, sophomore, number 13, Olivia Miranda. Wareham's head coach is Mike Fortune, and he is assisted by Kendall Baptiste, Shane King, and Brian Tavares. Starting for the Vikings. At guard, 8th grader, number 1, Jordan Elmwood. At forward, sophomore, number 10, Mercedes Perry. At guard, sophomore, number 14, Johnny Tompkins. At forward, senior, number 25, Rihanna Phillips. At forward, senior, number 4, Captain Kiera Pierre. Edie Picard and Olivia Miranda also captains for the Herons. We remind you that food and drink are not allowed in the gymnasium, and we ask that you do not walk in front of the players' benches. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
that's what happens when you get an email in a phone. Oh, you're already watching it. Okay. I saw that Rihanna had a nose brace on when we first got here. She doesn't look like she's wearing it now.
All right, ready for the opening tip here. Wareham Vikings girls varsity basketball on South Coast Sports. The Vikings hosting the Herons of Rising Tide.
Looks like it was out of bounds on Kier Pierre.
That's going to go over the head of Johnny Tompkins is going to knock it away and pick it up. Weaving through traffic and gets the first basket of the game. Johnny Tompkins. Tompkins did a nice job creating an opportunity there, got the turnover, got down the court, weaved around the defenders, and put in the layup for the first points of the game.
They have been defensively much more aggressive this year than previous years.
We talked in the opening that you said that the girls team is now kind of modeling themselves in practice after Coach Phelan, what he does with the boys, which makes a lot of sense. They've had a lot of success in the past couple of years, so why not learn from the best? And
I'm not sure if they're doing exactly the same, but like if you watch, we watch the boys' games as much as we watch the girls' games, and we noticed that a lot of the play setups are the same, and where they stand are the same, and how they handle defenders are the same.
Edie Picard. Edie Picard scores the first bucket for the Herons.
It's off of the Herons. It's going to be Wareham ball. 2-2, just under 7 minutes.
Inbound, Johnny Tompkins in the paint, and she's going to put it in. Johnny Tompkins.
Wareham leads by 2. 4-2, 6:50 to go.
It's nice to see the turnaround that this girls team has had this year, because I watched most of their games last year. I covered most of their games last year, and they showed a lot of heart. They didn't win as many games as they would have liked to, but they never gave up. They played from the opening whistle to the final buzzer, showed a lot of heart, and it's nice to see that that's carried over into the 23-24 season. Perry finds Phillips inside, kicks it back out to Perry.
That's Elwood. Elwood for 2. Jordan Elwood.
Jordan Elwood. Long pass down inside the arc. Nice job to keep that alive and in bounds. A little short off the rim. Wareham foul on Kira Pierre, her first, team first. I was looking for a jump ball there, the way they were contesting that, but
They didn't actually grab the ball. They just kept her in the middle. And, in and out. Pierre got her own rebound. Johnny Tompkins with her attempted shot.
and that's going to go out of bounds. She was looking for Olivia Miranda on the sideline. She wasn't able to handle it. So the Vikings will inbound and take it down to the offensive end of the court.
Pierre for three.
Nice shot. Kira Pierre for three.
9-2 Wareham with 5:20 to go.
Nice break on the ball. Elwood trying to make a defensive play. Good hustle. Tompkins able to take it away. Got her hands in the way of the passing lane. She's coming up the other way. She's going to kick it over. Open three. It's going to be a little long. Phillips going to try the putback. Can't get it to fall.
To be a foul against Elwood.
Wareham foul on Jordan Elwood, her first, team second. Oh, Phillips right there to contest the inbound. And the Herons have it on the floor, and there's the foul call.
Mercedes Perry.
Wareham foul on Mercedes Perry, her first, team third. Up and over the basket. There's a nice pass into the key. And Wareham comes up with the defensive rebound. Elwood's going to bring it up court. Whoa, lost her footing. She had Pierre there to help her out.
Saved by Rising Tide, but it went straight into Mercedes' hands.
Tompkins with the rebound, trying to feed Elwood, and she's going to get fouled. Rising Tide foul on Edie Picard, her first, team first.
Elwood's a very defensive player.
Jordan Elwood at the line, shooting two.
And what's great at her being so defensive now is she's only in 8th grade.
Right.
If she stays at Wareham, which is another problem with 8th graders, but if she stays at Wareham, she's going to do a lot for us. She got both those baskets.
Yes, she did, and that's going to make a 9-point lead for the Vikings, 11-2, just under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. We've had some substitutions for the Vikings. Carly Glover's on the floor, as is Sofia Nascimento. Lexi Powell-Gomes, another 8th grader, has checked into the game as well.
She actually got a foul.
Wareham foul on Lexi Powell-Gomes, her first, team fourth.
They better watch out. They're going to be at 2 shots for
Yes,
fouls.
they are.
Just
They're
one
almost
more
at
foul.
the limit. I think it's out of bounds off the Herons. So the Vikings will bring it up. Glover was an active three-point shooter, if I remember correctly, last year. That was a nice feed and a nice attempt at the lay-in. Just couldn't get it to fall in the basket. But it was set up nicely.
Sofia Nascimento with that defensive play caused Rising Tide to miss. Gomes was fouled by number 11.
That's Picard's second.
Yep.
Rising Tide foul on Edie Picard, her second, team second. Lexi Powell Gomes is at the line, shooting 2. One of the other challenges for 8th graders on the court is you can see the size difference. They give up some height to the upperclassmen. Timeout, Rising Tide. Herons are going to take a timeout with 3:01 on the clock in the first quarter. Down by 10. Wareham on top, 12-2.
But if you look at Elwood and the other Wareham players, she's not that much shorter. Ooh, nice screen, but out of bounds on Tide.
Elwood sending Carly to the other side of the court. She's going to try the 3 that's going to be off the glass and out on Wareham. Good coaching and good sight by Elwood to find the open.
And a steal by Elwood.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, she's able to pick it up.
Gomes gets fouled again, this time by number 15, I think.
Rising Tide foul is on Tegan Kelly, her first, team third. Lexi Powell Gomes at the line, shooting 2. Gomes finds herself at the line again. She's 1 for 2 on her previous trip. She's going to make the first. Elwood's going to go to the bench, get a rest.
Gianna Hernandez comes in.
Gomes stays at 50% from the line. Went out of bounds on Wareham, so the Herons will take it up. Miranda around the corner.
Offensive foul. Oh, no. Illegal screen against Herons. Madeline York.
So now both teams 1 foul away from the bonus.
There it is. She was already going to get 2 anyway. It's
Kelly Keys.
Kelly Keys. Or
Heron foul on Kelly Keys, her first, team 5th.
I think it's Keeley.
Keeley? Okay. Mercedes Perry at the line, shooting 2. So now any foul will send the Vikings to the line for 2. And they got 2 minutes before it resets. A good aggressive press, and it's clean defense by the Vikings. Trying to get that ball, not giving her any space, but I think they're going to get her that time.
Well, that's going to be Wareham's 5th foul. And they're going to send
Wareham foul on Lexi Powell Gomes, her first, team 5th. Sienna Picard at the line, shooting 2.
So now both teams have 1:48 to get 2 points, 2-point shots for fouls.
That'll break the run. It's now 13-3. And misses the second. And it goes out. Tough play when you're hugging that baseline. All right, to the inside. Kick it back out. Nice job by the Vikings trying to take it away. They get the jump ball.
That defensive play was, I don't know.
Jump ball, Vikings ball.
Oh, 31. I don't know. We don't
have a 31 on our sheet. And that's going to go the Herons' way, out on Wareham. She gets fouled on her way to the basket, so Miranda's going to find her way at the line.
By Hernandez.
Gianna Hernandez with the Wareham foul, her first team limit. Olivia Miranda at the line, shooting 2.
I think this is the first time I've seen a team get the 5 points this season. Let alone 2 teams. She missed both of those.
The Herons are 1 for 4 at the line. Wareham 2 and 2. 2 for 4.
Number 31 gets it in.
Number 31. Sorry, I don't have her name. But she had that nice defensive play. And now puts the basket in. That's going to go to Wareham off the Herons. Glover works her way into the paint, has to step back. Shot goes over the rim and into the hands of Tegan Kelly. That's Picard bringing it up the other way, one of the tri-captains of the Herons. Glover batted that one away, and Miranda tried to make the second attempt. That one's in and out.
Glover with the rebound. 16 seconds.
Glover's going to drive her way into the paint. Can't get the layup to go. Nice rebound by number 31. That's going to be a little short. And it went off a Heron.
About 5 seconds left.
Oh, tried to bounce it inside to Hernandez, I think. Yes, tried to bounce it inside to Hernandez, but it got by her.
Wow, they're saying it was off a Heron.
Carly's going to put up a long last shot. And that will end the first quarter after 1. Wareham 15, Rising Tide. Starters are going to come back on the floor to start the second quarter. Looks like Elwood and Tompkins led the scoring for the Vikings, 2 baskets each in the first quarter.
Well, good news is we have
Wareham foul on Johnny Tompkins, her first, team first.
The fouls have washed.
Sienna Picard at the line, shooting 2. Picard was fouled in the act of shooting, so she finds herself at the line. Oh, that one a little short. They're going to call a violation on the Herons, lane violation.
She moved before it hit the rim. What was that?
Timing issue, maybe? I don't know. We had an official stoppage. I didn't catch the reason.
It said the shot clock should have been at 35.
All right, I think we have everything straightened out. I'm going to let Wareham come up to inbound it.
I think the referee doesn't know about the new foul thing.
Oh, maybe not.
Because that's what he was saying. It should be at 5, and it's not.
Tompkins picks up the loose ball on the floor. Nice movement. Inside to Pierre. She got her shot blocked. And travel. They got her to travel. Take the extra step. Traveling Wareham ball. That defensive pressure. Elwood from the free throw line. It's going to be a little long. And a rebound for the Herons. Nice break on the ball by Pierre. She steals it away. Coming down the other end, and she got fouled. Rising Tide foul on Madeline York. Her second, team first. Kira Pierre at the line, shooting 2. Vikings are 2 for 4 at the line. We'll see what Pierre can add to that. First one goes off the back of the rim. And she's not able to get either one to fall, but Tompkins get the rebound. Going to put it back in Pierre's hand. Elwood, going to be a little short. Rebound Tompkins. Johnny comes into the paint, and she gets it in. Johnny Tompkins. Good rebounding, good awareness, good second efforts. Vikings now up by 14, ball on the floor. Tompkins able to save it from going out of bounds and kind of hook passed it over to Elwood. Oh, a little tough shot. And we got a jump ball.
It's going to go back to Wareham for that.
I thought we got it on the first jump ball. Maybe I was wrong.
This is the third.
Oh, I missed one. Okay, that explains it. Yeah, now the arrow's switched. Johnny finds Perry.
Mercedes Perry for 2.
Mercedes Perry.
Foul against Elwood.
Yep. Wareham foul against Jordan Elwood, her second, team second. You can run into that's the risk you take with aggressive defense. You're going to get more fouls called on you because there's going to be more contact. But Perry gets it away. Sends it to Tompkins. Tompkins floats it up to Pierre, and she puts it down. Kira Pierre. But that's the reward that comes with the risk reward of the aggressive D. Again, 2 Vikings swarming on the ball. Long 3 off the glass in the rim. Rebound, Johnny Tompkins.
All alone.
Johnny Tompkins.
23-3 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Timeout, Rising Tide.
Timeout, Rising Tide.
It's actually a good place to do a timeout. Wareham is 20 points over, and they need to figure out how to answer the aggressive play by Wareham. I don't think they have an answer.
They are creating scoring opportunities, our Rising Tide. They just haven't had any luck getting the basket to fall. I'm going to call a foul on Phillips. Wareham foul on Rihanna Phillips, her second, team third. Inbound to Edie Picard. And that's going to go out of bounds off of Rising Tide.
There's good boxing out by Lexi Powell. Gomes.
Johnny Tompkins. They were looking for Phillips. It went through her hands, but fortunately Johnny Tompkins was right behind her to back her up.
Johnny has very good placement.
Yes. She was a leader last year as a freshman. Pass it off to Miranda. And Johnny takes it away. Tompkins up ahead, one-on-one against Miranda, but she gets it to fall. Johnny Tompkins. Phillips steals the pass. Phillips going the other way. Rihanna puts it up, can't get it to go. Went out of bounds off Wareham, so the Herons will take over. Miranda's going to look for 3. That's short. Phillips gets the loose ball up ahead to Pierre. Pierre fouled in the basket. Kira Pierre. Rising Tide foul on Madeline York, her third, team second. Kira Pierre at the line, shooting 1.
That's the second bump by Miranda right at the end there. It's one thing to do aggressive defense, but it's another whole thing to hit your opponent right at the end.
Pierre not able to make the 3-point play. But Wareham is up big by 26, 29-3.
Jump ball.
So that's going to go to the Herons.
I'm really confused.
Wareham foul on Rihanna Phillips. Team fourth. They haven't put it up on the board, so I don't know how many personal fouls she has against her. But it's the fourth team foul against the Vikings. That's a jump ball. That was Edie Picard and Mercedes Perry contesting for it. Perry's not happy about something, but she better be careful she doesn't get a technical. Well, she set her piece. Picard. That goes right into the hands of number 40, who is also not on our list.
A pushing foul against number 1 for the Rising Tide.
Heron foul against Madeline York, her third, team second. Oh, we got to be careful. We're 2:43 away from the half. She's got 3 fouls on her. And a jump ball will go to Wareham. Good effort fighting for the ball on the floor.
That's another thing that Wareham's done this year is they fight for that ball. We didn't see it in previous years, so I'm sure that's instilling by Mr. Fortune. Sofia Nascimento.
From Carly Glover. Sofia Nascimento. That'll break the drought. That was Kylie Keys. Kylie Keys. Picard gets the defensive rebound, gives it ahead to Miranda. Good job by Glover letting it go.
And boxing out so they couldn't save it.
Gianna Hernandez is another player I remember from last year's team that showed a lot of promise. Glover puts up a 3, but it's an air ball. Sienna Picard coming back the other way, gives it up to Kelly. Back to Picard. Wareham foul on number 40, her first, team fifth.
I don't agree with that foul. The Heron player backed up into her.
Sienna Picard at the line, shooting 2. She gets first one to fall. That one's going to be short and go out of bounds. 31-6, 1 minute 19 seconds remaining in the half. Hernandez, nice bounce pass inside. She's going to get it back, kick it out to Glover. Carly with the mid-range jumper, goes off the rim. Oh, Carly double dribbled. She had some trouble handling that. Pass inside, and the shot put up, no good. Number 40 comes down with the rebound. Gives it to Gianna. Hernandez over to 40. She's inside the line, and she made it.
Three-pointer, too.
Number 40.
She's not on here either.
Yeah. That was a two-point shot. She was inside the arc when she let it go. Gianna able to break up the pass, take it away. Glover gives it back to Hernandez. They're passing it back and forth. Glover's going to put up the three. That's going to go over the rim. Carly's going to find her range. She's been a little long so far tonight, but they're going to call out of bounds. She stepped out. It'll go back to Wareham with 0.6.
Not even a second.
Not even a full second. But enough that if you could get in position, you might be able to put up a long shot. And they're just going to let it go, which makes sense. So halftime here at Wareham, the Vikings are up 33-6.
Well, we're back before it even hit a minute 28. Girls kind of get the shaft because they don't have a halftime show or big crowd. So we got a concession stand.
We get some information at halftime. Number 40 for Wareham is Ebony Blacktodd. And number 31 for the Vikings is Amani Black-Gomes. They are both JV players, which is why they weren't on the first sheet that was given to us. Feed Picard. Edie loses her handle on it.
Nice defensive play by Mercedes Perry.
Bounce pass to Gianna Hernandez. Nope,
No.
I'm sorry. That was
Gomes.
Lexi. That was Gomes. Lexi Powell Gomes. Tompkins gets the defensive board. Going to feed it up ahead again to Lexi, and she puts it in. Lexi Powell Gomes.
We talked earlier about placement of Johnny Tompkins. Not only does she get in the right spot, she's been passing really well to like ahead of the players and things like that.
It's good court vision. Elwood's going to take it up now. Lexi again has her shot blocked, but she's fouled by Miranda.
That should be Miranda's third foul.
Heron foul on Olivia Miranda.
What? No. That's not correct.
Oh, I think it is. I don't remember calling her name for fouls in the first half. Lexi Powell Gomes at the line, shooting two.
Did she make the first one?
Yes, she did. She makes both of them. Solid. And it's 39-6. So far, Lexi is responsible for all the third quarter points. Elwood making a defensive break on the ball, but it goes out of bounds.
And not to say that Johnny Tompkins didn't assist in most of those points.
Oh, she definitely did. Absolutely. That went right into Johnny's hands. Nice pass to Lexi, and she gets fouled again, so she'll find herself back at the line.
Well, there's
That's
the
her second foul. Foul on the Herons is on Olivia Miranda, her second, team second.
I thought she fouled Kiara Pierre when she went down to the basket on the floor. Over there.
No.
They didn't count that as a foul?
No, they must not have. Either that or it was somebody else. Gomes misses her first. She's got one more. Looking to bring the Vikings to 40 points. And she's 50% from the line. 2 for 4. Elwood kicks it out to Tompkins. She looked like she wanted to take a three, but drove the baseline instead. And I think Perry got fouled. Heron foul is on Kylie Keys, her second, team third. Mercedes Perry at the line, shooting 2. Very quickly, the Herons are in foul trouble here. 3-team fouls less than 2 minutes into the quarter. As Perry knocks down both her free throws.
Who got the one shot before Perry got up?
Lexi. Sienna Picard steps out of bounds, working the sideline.
Referee warning the Rising Tide coach, and he said that's enough.
Must have said something he didn't like. Tompkins at the top of the key.
Trying to find Powell Gomes, but it's just over her head.
But it looks like it was a Rising Tide player that knocked it out of bounds because Vikings are going to inbound. Back to Elwood. Elwood's going to put up the 3. That's going to be off the rim. Ball's loose. Nobody knows where it is. They're all tripping over it. And they're going to call jump ball, so it'll be Vikings possession.
That was a nice defensive. Oh, God, another player. We don't have number 20 either. Well, number 20 for Wareham, another JV player, caused that defensive turnover.
Whoa, little miscommunication there.
Stolen away by Wareham, Jalen Rue.
Lexi went in, the pass went out.
Ooh, clothesline.
That had to be a foul there. Yeah, I was going to say, I saw that. Yep, there it is, against Edie Picard. That's her third. Rising Tide foul is against Edie Picard, her third, team fourth. Lexi's back at the line. Lexi Powell Gomes at the line, shooting 2.
She missed both.
Tompkins get the rebound. Elwood's going to put up a 3 and drains it. Jordan Elwood for 3. Jalen Rue picks up her first foul of the game. Wareham foul against Jalen Rue, her first, team first.
We've not seen any points from Rising Tide this half. Oh, nice play by
Tompkins and Miranda. Miranda got her hands up and blocked it. And then Tompkins was Johnny on the spot, so to speak, and picked it up. Nice disruption by Sienna Picard. The Herons are getting their hands up. They're getting in the lanes, causing disruptions. Miranda's going to take that one away. Oh, she pushed off a Rue, but it's swarming defense taken away by Powell Gomes. She's going to feed Elwood up ahead.
Oh,
it goes over the basket. Lexi's there for the rebound. Johnny gets the rebound off the second attempt.
Nice 2-pointer
Jalen Rue for 2.
46-6.
Just on the line. So that was a deep 2
Stolen
points.
away again.
Powell Gomes coming the other way. She's
There's
gonna be
that
bumped.
foul that we saw that
Okay.
she did with
So maybe
Rihanna.
maybe that didn't get called.
Kiera Pierre.
Rising Tide foul on Olivia Miranda, her 3rd team limit. Lexi Powell Gomes at the line, shooting 2. Wareham has a 40-point lead, 46-6, with just over 4 minutes to play in the 3rd as Gomes hits her first free throw. Tompkins will come out for a break. We'll send
Well
Sophia
deserved.
Nascimento in her place. Lexi with her 2nd free throw. That one's a little off the mark. Picard gets the rebound. This is a good looking shot by Sienna Picard. She's going to get it back. Both Picard's sisters on the floor, and
It's going to be a foul against number 20 for Wareham.
Wareham foul against number 20, her first, team 2nd.
Gomes is going to come out, and Elwood's going to come out.
We got Black Todd coming in, and Black Gomes coming in. I was told at halftime those two are cousins. Rue.
Taken back by Rue.
Yeah, and she did a good job. She had 2 defenders
It's
on it.
still
That ball
in.
is still loose.
Now
it
it's
goes
out.
Everybody was just waiting for it to go out of bounds, and it was just rolling right along the sideline.
Coach Fortune was like, it's still in. And they were like, what?
It's alive. It's live. Rue takes the inbound from Nascimento. That one's going to be taken away on the interception by Picard. Sienna's going to lose a handle, though.
I think
she
that's a
got
foul
fouled.
against Black Gomes.
Wareham foul against Amani Black Gomes, her first, team 3rd. Now they're looking at the ball.
I think they're whispering, but instead of using their hands, they're using the ball.
Oh, okay. Gomes sisters pass it back and forth.
It would have been easier for them to just turn their back against the players.
Rue made a break on it. Nice job. Taken away by Sofia Nascimento. Now Rue's going to bring it up. And she traveled.
Nascimento is a legacy player. She's the 3rd Nascimento to go through the sports program here at Wareham High School. Her older brother was a football player. He played basketball, I believe, but football was his sport. It's going to be a foul against number 1.
Rising Tide foul on Madeline York. Her 4th.
Team 5th.
Team limit.
So Sophia's going to line shooting 2.
Sofia Nascimento at the line, shooting 2. And York is 1 foul away from being disqualified.
It's only the 3rd quarter.
Nascimento
She makes it.
banks it off the
The
glass.
crowd goes wild.
Nice shot. Miranda's coming back in, and Tegan Kelly checking in for Rising Tide. Nascimento's second one is off the back of the rim. Edie Picard with the rebound, up ahead to Miranda.
Ooh, off of Nascimento's hands.
Those can hurt if you're not ready for them and they go off the knuckle or bend the finger the wrong way.
Nice defensive move. The two Wareham players sandwiched number 25, and Black Todd went to the floor.
Bounce pass into Edie Picard, puts it up, no good off the glass. Olivia Miranda gets the rebound. She's going to bat it over to Sienna Picard. Sienna puts it up. That's going to be off the rim.
Nascimento with the rebound.
Up ahead to Black Todd. Gets her own rebound.
Out of bounds off of Rising Tide.
Yeah. Almost looked to me, I could be wrong, but it almost looked like Miranda pushed it out of bounds. I don't know what they were going for, but
I think she was trying to get it off of Nascimento. Traveling. She went to one knee. She didn't really move, but I think it counts. 48-6. I mean, they're up by 42 with 1:51 to go.
I think Wareham was looking for a foul call on that one too. That's kind of why they all stopped. They were expecting a whistle. Picard, long three, in and out.
Wow, swarm play. Got it in. That was number 15.
Tegan Kelly. That ball is alive, and Wareham stayed with it.
Rising Tide touched it, otherwise it would have been a backcourt. Whoa. I know time's running out, but I think she should have held on to that one. It was 1 versus 4.
And the shot had to go low.
Yeah.
Gianna's coming back in. Nascimento will go to the bench. Jalen Rue brings it up, gives it to Hernandez. Back and forth. Mid-range shot by Black Gomes, can't fall. Black Todd looking for three. Ooh, that was close.
Referee timeout because Hernandez was on the floor.
Yeah, and she kind of came up with her hand on I was wondering if she hit her head. And in traffic like that, it can be dangerous. You don't want to get stepped on. So that's kind of why she just stayed down, didn't move. It wasn't safe for her to do so. But didn't hit her head hard enough that she has to come out of the game, so she's okay. Picard off the glass, 15 seconds to go in the quarter. And that long pass is going to go out of bounds. And that's the end of the third quarter. Wareham up 48-8 over Rising Tide. Talk about the defense. I mean, they only allowed 3 in the first. 3 in the second and now 2 in the third.
And they themselves, they put 20 points up in the second and 13 points up in the third.
Quite the performance by the Lady Vikings tonight. All right, Rising Tide will start the fourth quarter with possession. Picard, no good on the shot. And Blackcombs comes up with the rebound, gives it to Glover.
Nice muscling away by Rihanna.
It really was. Rising Tide foul on Sienna Picard, her first, team first.
Usually when games get so far away, it starts getting really physical.
Well, the frustration.
Frustration.
Sets in. Yeah.
Rebound, Rising Tide.
Sienna and Edie feeding each other back and forth. Shots off the mark.
Glover stealing it away.
Yep, coming up the other way.
She has nice ball handling skills.
But Picard is swarming her. She forces her to make a mistake. I think Pierre came up and knocked it out from behind. So, still Rising Tide ball, right? Yep, here we go. And York is back on the floor, but she's got 4 fouls against her, so she's got to be careful. Wareham foul on Monty Blackcombs, her second, team first.
It wasn't a shot. I don't know why they think it's a shot.
York, a little short.
Pierre with a quick break.
York's going to switch off. Miranda made a break on the pass. It rolls out of bounds. Rue?
Just short.
York bringing it the other way for Rising Tide. Miranda driving in, mid-range shot over the basket. I still see Rising Tide fighting to stay in it, you know. Just, ooh.
That was like Rihanna hit Black Todd. No, sorry, Black Gomes. And Black Gomes smashed into the Heron player.
Perry's coming back in the game for Wareham. Perry disrupts the inbounds, but knocks it out of bounds. So the Herons will keep it.
Traveling call against York.
5:51 to go in the game. Wareham up by 40, 48-8. It has been all Wareham. Rue with a nice little pass. Phillips can't get her shot to fall, and they're going to be traveling against the Vikings.
5:37 to go. No score change. That's going to be a foul against Perry, I think.
Yep. Wareham foul against Mercedes. Perry, her second, team third. Sienna Picard at the line, shooting 2. The first one rattles around and falls out. And off the mark with the second one. So not only are the Herons struggling from the field tonight, they're struggling from the free throw line too. Perry overshot it.
Nice defensive move by Rihanna.
Now it's in the hands of Pierre. Rue's trying to set the screen. Gianna off the backboard.
I'm confused. Was it a foul?
I didn't call one. And if it was offensive, we wouldn't have the ball. They reset the shot clock to 20. I don't know if that had something to do with it. Loose ball. Hernandez picks it up. Rue was looking for a shot, but York came over to cut her off. Loose ball again.
Hernandez picks it up.
Yeah. I think she knocked
almost
it away,
threw it over Pierre's head.
Under 4 to go now in the game. Oof. Picard, Sienna Picard getting in the way, taking that pass away from Gianna Hernandez, but Hernandez gets the rebound off the bottom of the backboard.
It's 3:33 to go.
She's looking a little gassed.
Both teams are.
Yes. Rising Tide starters have been on the floor for a majority of the game. Perry in the key has to kick it back out to Rue. Rue keeps it from going out of bounds. Under 10 on the shot clock. Perry puts it up to reset it.
Oh. It kept bouncing out.
Yeah. Inside, Rihanna. Rihanna was there to get it. She was looking for some help behind her. That was almost like a football snap. There just wasn't anybody there.
Black Todd's coming in, and number 20's coming in.
Johnny's coming back in too.
Pierre's sitting down.
Yep.
Rihanna's sitting down. And I think Hernandez is sitting down.
So that'll move Gianna Hernandez out to make the inbound. You know, I'm starting to notice in this game what we've noticed with the boys. It's almost like the players coming off the bench are interchangeable. So you get skilled players on the floor at all times, and that's only going to lead to good things. Hernandez, Tompkins was calling for it. She's going to step up, mid-range jumper, rolls around and falls. Johnny Tompkins.
50-8.
And that's only what? About 6 minutes into the quarter when we finally get our first points of the quarter? Taken away by Ebony Black-Todd.
Hands it off to Hernandez. There's that foul again. I hope that she's gone. I think that's her fourth. No, that's fifth. She's gone.
Rising Tide foul on Olivia Miranda, her fifth, team second. And Miranda is fouled out of the game.
She was going to hurt someone.
Johnny able to keep York at bay.
It's one thing if you're fast enough to get in front of someone. It's another thing if you're fast enough and you're using your body to knock them to the floor.
Rebound by Picard.
Johnny Tompkins, she's going to fast break this.
Lays it in. Johnny Tompkins.
Ooh,
Johnny
nice block.
Blocks the pass. You heard that smack.
Johnny's going to come out, and who'd they put in, Rue?
Yes.
Knocked away by York, but Wareham still has it.
Gianna tries a floater. It's off the mark. Gonna give it back to Hernandez. Hernandez getting double teamed, lost the ball, but picks it up. York got her hands on that one. Rue.
Whoa!
Drains it.
Is that a three?
Yes, it
is.
was. Jalen Rue for three.
Edie.
Sienna Picard for three. Last 10 seconds ticking off the clock. Wareham's probably just going to hold it. Although York's stepping up to press her. And that'll do it.
At
Big
the end of the
win.
game, 55-11. Wareham wins by 44 points.
Rising Tide with a valiant effort, but they were overmatched from the start.
All right, let me do some last-minute calculations.
That's the end of the game. The final score, Wareham 55, Rising Tide 11. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Don't forget, we have boys varsity basketball here at Wareham High School tomorrow. Tip-off at 6 o'clock. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you for supporting Wareham High School athletics. Have a safe ride home. Good night. What else can you say about a dominant win by the Vikings here tonight? Win by 44, 55-11 over Rising Tide. And they improve to 8 and 2 on the year. Yep.
And unofficially, Johnny Tompkins was the MVP of the night. I have her at 16 points. She did a lot of assists. She was right there on defensive, making sure Wareham had the ball, making sure that other players had the ball. The next closest player was Lexi Powell-Gomes, but most of her shots and most of her points came from the free throw line.
Hey, points are points, and you got to be able to score from the field and the free throw line. We've seen both boys and girls games come down to missed free throws at the end of the game. So outstanding performance tonight. This team has really turned it around from last year. I'm impressed. It's my first chance to see them live in person this year. So I'm looking forward to more as the year goes on.
Even though in the last quarter both teams were really running out of steam, they didn't give up.
Nope.
That is really important.
Yep.
It's the way the boys play. It's the way it should be, the Viking way. Don't give up. Keep striving forward, and you're gonna. If you don't win games, you're gonna make the other team think about you the next time they face you.
Yeah.
And that's really important. So, good. Congratulations, Viking, on your win. We will see you next week sometime, I think, because both next games are boys' games.
All right. So for Christian, I'm Matt Linz. For Isabella and Joey, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
And South Coast Sports.